There's definitely a point of pride in that, that you're here, that we're in the community that we grew up in and played for the school that we grew up watching, and now we've become alumni for that and a part of that whole community system. I can remember growing up and going out to Gypsy Days, and we're right there in conference championships. We're leading the nation in offense, with the Toby Carotes and the Martin and Pino and Espinoza, and you remember Dr. Jasinski announcing, just kind of the voice of the Wolves.
We
definitely knew of each other.
We played against each other, so
yeah.
And since we're both like the same size, basketball. Well,
we're talking way little. We used to play against each other in like Y basketball and stuff.
Be a high school math teacher in Mobridge and an assistant varsity football coach and middle school wrestling coach. I'm
taking a middle school teaching position in the Brandon Valley School District. I'll be teaching 6th grade science and some PE, coaching some freshman football and assistant boys tennis. You can see it happening on the field as you sit up here. You kind of remember where stuff was at.
Yeah, I do. I remember it was the middle of the drive and one of my cleats had a knot, and like the back part of my shoe was underneath my heel, and I couldn't fit it back on because the knot was there. It was so tight, and I kept telling the ref, I'm like, ref, can I have a equipment timeout or something, because I can't untie my shoe. And like I'm sitting there trying to untie it, and then I'm like, guys, I can't get this. So they're trying to untie it while we're in the huddle, and the quarterback's like trying to call the play. And the coach was like, what's going on out there? My shoe, I can't get it tied again. So there's multiple plays where I'd be running and my shoe would just fall off. And then I'd go play, and then I'd come back and get my shoe, and I couldn't get back on. I think we started probably like on our 20-yard line. I think we almost scored, or maybe we did score.
Yeah, we're in a hurry-up offense, and
my shoe.
And Keith's shoe's falling off. And we have 4 offensive linemen trying to help Keith get his shoe back on. And there's 4 of us on the field trying to do that.
Stuff like that where you remember it and you just laugh because you're like, I don't know how I ever did all that stuff, or why would I do all that stuff?
It's kind of a team within a team in a sense, because there's no other spot on the field where you have 5 guys that have to work together. So we kind of you have to like each other. You're not allowed not to like each other. We've had moments where we had some, testy times probably.
We're all angry at each other.
Where we're teammates, and you get in fights just like your brothers. And we've had to do some laps from around the field to back over here and back. Some kind of come together moments. Come to Jesus meetings, whatever you want to call them. You remember the 6 a.m. workouts, the being out here when it's 96 degrees and trying to laugh so that you can take your mind off what you're doing. Just being out here with 40 other guys. When it's 100 degrees in the summer, spending that time together. The different meetings that we have, the critiquing that we get from coaches sometimes is pretty funny, as you look back on it, not at the time. A lot of it was education with us, I think, more so than even football. But at the same time, once you become a part of that, you start to realize the impact that you can have just playing a game. When you're turning around and you're on the field and there's 4,000 people here on a Saturday, that's a fifth of the community in Aberdeen that's out here watching you play football. You realize that that's a lot bigger deal than you might even understand at the time.
I definitely think the program's doing really well, and I think they're going to keep doing really well. I'm excited for next season. I think just never give up, and just sometimes don't listen to everybody who's not on the team and everything they're saying.
We've had success, we've had failures in our career, especially. We've had a lot of ups and downs from when we came on campus to now. And, I think that, the biggest piece of advice, I guess, if you want to call it advice, is that, what's the next best thing you can do? What's the next play, I guess. You have to lean on the people that you're with and to completely buy into what, these coaches are doing, because if that keeps happening, you're going to see this program continue to grow. And, that starts with, these guys that are on the field right now, and that's hugely important for not only for Northern State football, but for Northern State, the community, and for, you know, Aberdeen itself, is to have that success. You know, it breeds that sense of you know, pride in what you're doing, and I think that's really important for Northern and the city of Aberdeen. Same time, there's nothing like you coming back to where you played and seeing the guys and seeing the coaches and seeing the people that supported you so well, and to kind of give back to them by coming back and supporting what you love, and that's Northern. So.